like try to serve activities after school.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Great. And oh yeah, look like classroom.
Yeah, there's pictures from Piaksamäki simulation class. So there is like a robot doll and it can talk and do things.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. But you know, we all know that in your school, the student will study in Finnish, right? But like they just once they apply to you, they are just like at B1.2, and of course they have to keep learning in order to follow the lessons, right? So are there any Finnish class in their curriculum as well? Because I know the student they need to continue. Are there any?
Yes, there is.
Yes. Yeah.
That is
so you guys,
yes,
students, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So don't worry, you still develop and continue the Finnish learning once you are in school. And like, okay, from yourself and from your school side, do you have any recommendations for people who want to pursue the practical nurse program at your institution? Feel free to share.
I think you should do the application because we have like warm environment to study, and we have a specialty to practical nursing and social and healthcare. So I think it's very good if you come to our institution.
And I think also that we are, so our campus areas, they are quite small. So we know everybody, and if somebody has some problem, everybody can help you. You can ask for it doesn't need to be the teacher who you are asking. It could be the cleaner if you need help.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So okay, so let's move on. I know there is like something about, we want to hear the real story, the success story from your school. So I would like to turn on Saira to share about experience in Piaksamäki campus. And can you just like brief us about your journey with STEP and the Piaksamäki campus? You're on mute.
Everyone, it's quite interesting. Very much the questions, what I heard, I think it was very much like what I have been through. I chose Piaksamäki, without knowing where I was going. So my story is very much like what your story is going to be like. So I applied for this program without knowing or having small, like little bit knowledge about this study. And all I wanted to do was to study. That's what I wanted to do. And the second thing why I applied for this study was that I never ever had any kind of Finnish language courses. I have never joined, but I wanted to test my Finnish language skill. So I just applied for it. I attended entrance examination also, which was done in Finnish language. And fortunately, I was selected, and I was very happy that I was selected. And I didn't have any knowledge about what I was going to study, what kind of practical internships I had to do. I really didn't have any knowledge about it at all. But I think this study, all the studies were so well organized and very systematic way. They know, Finns know what student requires when they start to study. So we don't really need to take that pressure. I am actually from Nepal, from Asia, so I know that, and all of us know that from our experience, that mostly we are required to take all the burdens. We have to take care of our own studies, but in Finland it's very different. They do really take care of the students. They don't want to put any pressure, but of course language is very, very important to learn. But we need to have some kind of flexibility, that we really need to give ourselves, like we need to focus on study learning for this Finnish language. That is very important thing. And I also struggle, but teachers were very helpful. Like Mary also said, uh, please don't worry about anything about your language. That is very important thing. If you are willing to learn, then you will be fine. I really like all the designs of these studies. Every it is so well systematic. I think all the working place, my internship places, I had instructor, I had a supervisor from my college. So I really loved how they actually evaluate and supervised me and instructed me through my journey. So I think I have learned a lot, and I will never ever study again in Asia because I am so used to this study pattern that I will no longer join any Asian colleges in my life again. And I love the facilities in the PXMAC because I've lived in the dormitory. I loved everything what was available there. First of all, the room, I had my room, and of course there was a sauna, there was a free meal. I was so happy every morning that I have a free breakfast which is ready, and I just walk in there and I eat whatever I wanted and as much as I wanted and needed. So I really loved that they do really take care of the students who are willing to learn, willing to study, and willing to, work on themselves. So overall, I enjoyed my study journey as a student in PXMAC, and I love what one thing about PXMAC was, it was a major junction, to go anywhere in the Finland. There is a very big train station. Wherever you want to go, you can go directly. As I was also not from PXMAC, I used to travel to my friends and families to their places, so I could directly reach to those cities. So PXMAC, in that sense, is a very accessible. And from college to PXMAC train station, I used to walk every time when I can, and I really love walking nearby the lake. I think everything. If you love nature, if you are social, if you like to get to know people, if you are very open about learning different cultural things, then I think you will enjoy everything what you are provided. They do really take care of the students, and I think overall, I was so happy and satisfied with the design and curriculum studies and the friends who were living also in the same dormitory. We used to gather, we used to eat together sometime, we used to walk sometime together, we used to uh, participate those activities also which was organized after school. Also I used to go to some cultural events also in the town. So you actually have to work a little bit to get to know. You have to just be open to learn what is happening around you, so you will be fine. I enjoy my journey.
Yeah, thank you. But like, are you currently working, right?
Yeah, I'm working. I think this study has gave me so much that I was even able to help my Nepal country to different organization through whatever I have learned. There is so much to give. This very you will start to see very in a very different perspective. You're not only a nurse, you are also a human being. I think the most important thing what I have learned through this study is empathy, that you build it and you also show it in your work. I was able to give so much and learn so much wherever I go. Even now, I'm working in this group home, people with disabled age group from 30 to 85. So you can imagine that's a very diverse working environment and with the clients. So, and they all are like intellectual disabled. I love to work with them. It's not very hard. You when you start to learn about the Finnish people, they are very open. They are very forgiving, and they always encourage you to learn Finnish language. No matter, even I do sometimes make also mistakes. In Finland there are like a lot of Finnish accents also, like dialects also. You learn every day. You learn and my clients, my colleagues, they're very open. I love and enjoy to work with them. If I make mistake, they will never show my mistake that you pronounce it wrong. Kids will never do this. It not even teachers, they try to encourage, and that's what I like about it. I have never took any pressure, so much pressure mm, on my studies. Of course, I'm a very competitive. I want to do very well. Of course, every one of us have some qualities in us, our characteristics. But I was very competitive. I asked for myself a lot because I was the one, international student in Finnish group, and I have a lot of pressure to do, do better, and. I had some kind of pressure, but if you are in a group, I think you will understand each other very well. There will be orientation program also. Teacher will take care of all of your needs, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. But I mean, try to remember the statistic of nursing are needed in Finland. Do you find it like easy to find a job there after your graduation?
Yeah, actually, I always knew that this is the, like this degree is something that I will always get a job, and even last year, like when I started this new job, I knew right away, like I was selected right away, 10 to 15 minutes. I had a interview and in 15 minutes, they said, are you able to join from like next week? So I am very confident, people who are willing to perform better and want to do better and are positive, they will always get a chance and opportunity. It's like we need to have this, willingness, and it's job is not a difficult